Hey everyone, today is May 26, 2017, and I wanted to do a follow up video. I know I haven't posted in quite some time to give you a follow up on how everything's going. I've been back at work for a little over a month now, and so far the transition has been very smooth. There haven't been really no incidents. A few of my guests, I did have to let them know that I go by Felix now, and all of them are very understanding, and they are all very supportive of the decision. I've had some pretty intense conversations with some of the people that relate to their grandkids being gay or how they use me as a staple of an example of someone that pioneered through coming out in a large establishment as a first person to do it with the company, hand in hand. So um, everything's well there. As far as personally how I'm feeling. There are days that I have ups and downs like everybody else, but I find that I recognize the temperament that I kind of adjust to when I am low on my tea. So Saturday, I was really like in a really grouchy mood, and I think it's all based on the fact that I needed my shot, and it's Monday. Mondays I take my shots every 2 weeks, and I went ahead and took my shot on that Sunday, just because I could feel how tired I was. Like I like to sleep, pretty much. I always have, but to feel literally like you have no energy to do anything, it's hard to deal with. So I'm gonna have to get with my doctor and find out about how to do a proper testosterone assessment. The last one I did, I had eaten already. I drank water. My blood work, I don't think that my blood work was accurate because they still showed me at a really high level of testosterone, and that was about 5 or 6 days before my next shot. So I should have actually shown a lot lower than I actually did. So that's a conversation I'll have with them. Um, it's really interesting to see the differences in my body. My chest is healing up very well. Right now, what I use is some embrace strips over the incision marks to try to minimize the scarring that's going to happen or going to occur um, throughout my healing process. And so far, I mean, I can't see a difference, but hopefully in the long run, I will. I try to remind myself that I am only 3 months maybe post op, and seeing February, March, April, May. Yeah, I'm a little over 3 months post op right now, and that the healing is going to take time. I took my Harley out for my first ride last week, and it's interesting to see how much more strength I have. My bike didn't feel nearly as heavy as it always had before, and that was a very good feeling. So it gives me motivation to want to work out more and kind of build my upper body strength a little bit more. Um, but as far as like how I'm losing weight, a lot of people say they see the changes in my body, and I do too, honestly, because of the way my clothes fit me. I started in slots in a size 44, and then as I lost weight, I went down to a 42 because of my chest, and I didn't like form fitting clothing. So I actually had to go back and get a size 40, and that fits pretty good. But the one part that's kind of low or kind of noticeable is my stomach area, which I'm at a 34 comfortably now, and but my stomach, I still have a little bit of a stomach, so that's going to be something that I focus on to try to get down, and try to get it to minimize a little bit. Um, Other than that, everything in life is good. Today was my daughter's promotion. She promoted from eighth grade into high school. And it's interesting to see that because I was there when she got her kindergarten graduation. So just to see how she's turned to such a lovely young lady and how proud I am of her. She's really good in sports and in academics. She reminds me a lot of myself growing up, and I think that's why um, I have such a bond with her. So I'm very proud of her. I got to take her after the ceremony was done, and take her out to lunch and go see a really a real a movie she wanted to see. I wouldn't have ever gone to see this movie without her, but that it was her choice, it was her day, so she wanted to go see a movie called Everything Everything, and she really enjoyed it. So I dropped her back off, and she's gonna continue her celebration with the other part of her family. So that was very nice to attend and to see her actually start to come into her own, to see how hard work does pay off, to see how being true to yourself does pay off. And her friends came up to me, one in particular, and was like, "Are you Felix?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "We've heard a lot about you." She's like, "I heard a lot about you. It's really nice to meet you." And I was like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you too." So it made me feel good that my kid actually talks about me and probably gave them a little background story, and that her friends are a support unit for her as well. So I didn't disrupt her life so much. And if I did, she really just kind of towed it off and was like, "It doesn't matter. Felix is in my life, and that's who I refer to as my father." So um, I've had her in my life since she was about 3. So she's my little girl. So other than that, there's not much to report. I have I have no time off coming up except next month. I'll be going out of town for a few days for a special trip that I have planned with someone very special. So that I am looking forward to. And so life is looking very bright, very positive, very thankful for everyone that supported me and has been there for me. And I'm excited to see the changes that will continue to occur over the next year or two, really. That's going to be pretty much a a goal for me, just to kind of document and remember all of the transitions and changes that I've gone through. So stay tuned. I will try to make a video in a month or so to keep everyone updated as to what's going on with me. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and take care.